From Lucky Bay, we head back towards Esperance, then north to Norseman. At Norseman, we topped up our water tanks and emptied the toilet before farewelling my brother and sister-in-law, who head east across the Nullarbor. We continued on north to Kalgoorlie, stopping at Coolgardie to check out Lindsay's Pit open cut gold mine. We arrived at the free camp at Lake Douglas late in the afternoon. There were lots of places to choose from and plenty of room for everyone. We stayed there 2 nights and enjoyed cooking on our fire pit. Kalgoorlie's main street, Hannans Street, is named after Paddy Hannan, who discovered gold and set off a major gold rush in the area. It is awash with beautiful historic buildings, all bearing testament to the wealth that has been generated in the town. We found a beautiful old pub in the main street with great food and kept returning there day after day. We visited Hannans North Tourist Mine, one of the first registered gold mines in Kalgoorlie. The museum has more than 30 exhibits showing mine workings in the early 19th century. You need a couple of hours to see everything. The large 793 dump truck and 994 front end loader were great to see up close and sit in them and appreciate their size. The original 1920s gold room was interesting, and we watched an authentic gold pour demonstration. It was amazing to see the furnace heat up to over 1000 degrees and the metal become red hot.
Okay, Rory?
Yeah.
Look up in the mirror, that's a bit close to you.
Is that novel?
Are you ready?
Yes. Yeah. It was just like lava. What's yellow? Is that gold? Yeah. Nope, it's gold. Of course it's gonna be.
And we put that back in because it needs to cool down slowly. And that will take about 4 hours. Takes longer to cool down than it does to heat up. What temperature did it solidify at?
163.
163, that's about 160. Doesn't take long.
The gold pour produced a bar worth over $385,000. We tried our luck panning for gold, but only found a few small specks. The Kalgoorlie Super Pit is one of Australia's largest open pit gold mines. The lookout gives you the opportunity to view a working mine site in action. The pit is approximately 3.5 kilometres long, 1.5 kilometres wide and 600 metres deep, and is big enough to be seen from space. The scale of the pit was enormous and quite staggering. The trucks seemed so tiny when working at the bottom of the pit. I was lucky to don some long pants and shirt, throw on a high visibility vest and safety glasses, and experience a bus tour of the super pit. We travelled along the haul roads alongside the big trucks. Ore from underground is transported to stockpiles at the processing plant on a 4-kilometre long conveyor belt.
Okay, so this is the diesel storage facility here. See here we have 2 tankers. This will be 2 of 9 for the day. These tankers will offload their diesel into the large tanks you see on the other side there. Each one of those tanks holds 103,000 litres. Each one of these dump trucks has a 3,796 litre fuel tank, consuming a minimum 185 litres of diesel every hour. Now the reason I stopped here, ladies and gents, is because there's a stop sign. Alright, I know it's a brainwave. Yeah, oh mate. Yeah, tell me about it. Everything's recorded here. Everything is on video camera. If I go through the stop sign, they'll know about it and my licence will be revoked. So when you come here, you need to make sure you do everything by the book. On our right hand side here is the extended upright. As you can see, there's a couple in there. That's to allow the workers to get in and do all the work they need to do. So that's how they do that. Favourite, don't do it. It's a bad idea. Yeah, not a good idea at all. Okay. $50,000 each. They are 5.5 tonnes. Once they have the rim inserted, they're pumping them up to 110 psi. So that's about 3 times the pressure of your average car tyre. I'm just going to bring you over here and please do. Okay, so this machine here on the left hand side, this is the remains of a PC 8000 shovel. So that machine you see driving around there, that is an excavator with a cutter on the front of it. It's like the beak of a glass beak. It'll open and close, and it will slice steel into chunks. So these old machines here on the left, are slowly being consumed. They're being recycled. They've well and truly reached the end of their life. Up until recently, we used to actually take the bus and drive the bus directly through the middle of those machines and steer up in them. But these old shovels, ladies and gents, these are, when they're brand new, they're 710 tonnes in weight. He's trying to turn it around, I think. These diggers have 2 Cummins engines that generate 2,050 horsepower. So he's ripping away at that. I actually organised this specifically just so you can see it right now. To be honest, tell you another one. But yeah, so these machines, when they're brand new, $17 million, 710 tonnes. They last about 15 to 20 years. About 4 or 5 years ago, I had an older gentleman on the bus, and a truck went past the bus, and he actually yelled out. He said, "There's a woman driving that truck. Do they allow them to drive?" Here we go. I didn't have to answer the question because one of the ladies popped up and she said, "Yes, they're allowed to drive, but not until after they've completed the dishes and the laundry." I was like, ooh. Someone's upset someone. And it wasn't me for a change. It's great. It's good. But look, the idea of it being, you know, people being surprised, oh, there's women driving working here. It's like, well, it's crazy. She's the chief geologist here. Oh, yeah. So, she's, pretty switched on. Right. Okie dokie. So if you look on our left hand side, off in the distance, you can see in the background a rotating drum. That big rotating drum you see there is crushing up and grinding the rock into small chunks, ready for the gold to be extracted. So that rotating drum will crush 1,758 tonnes of rock every hour. So that's 7 dump trucks worth of rock every single hour when that drum is rotating. The 2 big domes you see in the background over there, those domes where they deposit the high-grade gold-bearing rock, waiting to be put through the mill and have the extraction done. So, there you go. Road is. Okay, this gives you an idea on where the dump trucks drive. So when you look at the road into the mine site, it looks very narrow, but now you can see left and right how wide it actually is. So you can have 2 dump trucks heading in opposite direction. Grab yourself a helmet, stick it on your head please, put your glasses on as well, thank you. Okay.
Yeah. For the blasting. Yeah. Cool.
At the bottom of the pit, they were loading for tonight's blast. Large trucks pump explosives down the holes, then detonators are connected with long wires in the top of the holes. We stayed 2 nights at Discovery Park's Kalgoorlie goldfields. Thanks for watching. In the next episode, we bid farewell to Western Australia and start our journey back home across the Nullarbor.